Hey everyone, it's Lindsay with My Favorite Quilt Store. I'm back today to show you what I've been working on. I got this really cute idea from my friend and I kind of just ran with it. So today we're going to be talking about project binders. I'll walk you through how I covered it with fabric and everything in a little bit, but I want to talk about the project sheets. So I created this project tracker so that we can track our projects and keep this in our sewing room so that anybody who comes to visit or we want to take our binder somewhere and show people what we've been making and what we've created over the years, this is a really great idea. So I created a project tracker and I put that on our website as a free download for you. We'll link it in the description. But we also have a free project tracker on our website from Moda. So the one from Moda is more of a quilting related tracker. So it's going to have all the information about your project, when you started it, what size it is, who you gifted it to, the pattern name, who the pattern's by, what notions you need, the fabrics you chose, anything like that that has to do with quilting. This is a very specific tracker. I create a lot of other things rather than just quilts. So I wanted a less detailed tracker. So I went and just created one that says project name, who it was gifted to, a blank space for details, and then a spot for notes, and then a big spot for a photo. So I went into Canva, created this for you guys, and then I also went into Canva and sized down my images for one sheet, and I just printed a bunch of them so that we could create some tracker sheets today for you guys together. So this is the sheet from Moda. They have this cute little one here, perfect for a smaller photo. This isn't going to fit like a full 4x6 photo or anything like that, but you could definitely, size it down, make a super smaller little thing here, and you're good to go. For this project binder, you're going to need a binder. You don't have to decorate it the same way I did. You could just make a sheet for the front of your binder to go in that thing, or you can wrap it in fabric like I did. I will insert some things in here of creating this binder. Last night when I was doing this, preparing for this video, I wrapped it in this cute fabric. This is by Three Wishes, I think. It's the little ducks, little mama duck and some baby ducks, and it's just the cutest thing. Then I kind of used my binder as a template and laid it on top, cut some fabric around. I just hot glued this thing together. You can definitely choose to go a different route, use some super glue or anything like that, fabric glue. So I just did that, put some batting in here as well, and came up with this really, really cute binder. For this binder, I used fabric, I used cardstock, so you need like 10 by 10 sheets of cardstock, 2 of those, so that you can create this inside layer so that it still covers and kind of hides those glue seams. And then I also used some batting for this, and then of course you need your page protectors and your project tracker sheets. So look in the description for those project trackers, and then you can start making your binder with me. I've only filled out one sheet so far, and that is for my Aviator quilt that I made this past August. So I put a photo of my quilt, and then I put the project name. I just named this one Aviator Quilt. I made it in August. I made this for my husband's birthday, so I put that I gifted it to him for his birthday. I put that the pattern is the Aviator Pattern by Lola Boutique. I made it with fat quarters from the Sacred Blue collection by French General. And then it was long armed by Val, who works here in the office. In my notes, I said this was my most advanced pattern yet. It turned out great. So it's kind of like a little journal entry so that you kind of step back into when you were making this. And of course, I'm going to go back and add some things over the last year because this last year is when I started quilting. So I printed out all of my quilts and all of my little things here. So I'm going to go ahead and fill out a sheet with you guys. I like to print out a bunch at a time so that I can go ahead and add them here into my thing. So when I have a project, I have the sheet all ready to go. All I got to do is print out my picture. So we'll start with this one. I already added the photo in here, and I said that this was my first quilt ever. So I started quilting probably about 3 months after I started working here. So I love it. I've always sewn. I've did a lot of creative stuff my entire life. I've sewn clothes for my kids. I've sewn clothes for myself, costumes, bags, anything that I could think of, you know. So let's go ahead and fill this out. So my project name, my first quilt, my date. Let me look and see when I created this. Let's see. The good thing about having a phone and taking lots of photos is it tells you exactly when you took them. Okay. Almost there. All right, so I made this March 25th of 2025. Or I finished it on the 26th. So I'm gonna just put the month because that was when I created it. It was over probably the course of 2 or 3 days that I created this one. March 2025. And I didn't gift this one to anybody, so I'm gonna say me. I still haven't even had it quilted. I've had so many other quilts that I was even more excited about that I had to send to the long armor, and I am just too scared to quilt it myself. I know, but I'm just too scared, and I want to wait until I can have it long armed. So let's see the details of this pattern. This one was a ruby star pattern. Okay, so this pattern is by Ruby Star. It's called the Jelly Rainbow. It's on our website. It's a free pattern. It was really, really fun to make. My brain didn't understand quilting patterns when I made this, so my friend Kelly really helped me out. She walked me through every step. She treated me like I was in kindergarten to help me get this quilt done. Now my brain understands the quilting patterns and I can do them like a big girl. So let's go ahead and put the project name or the project pattern. Okay, so this is Jelly Rainbow Ruby Star. I have a video uploaded when I made this quilt, so if you guys want to go back and watch that, we'll link it in the description as well. It was really satisfying to be able to create this quilt for myself whenever I did. Okay, so we got Jelly Rainbow by Ruby Star. In my notes, I'm going to put that Kelly helped me. Kelly walked me through. It's not working great, but I said Kelly walked me through this quilt. It was a really big help. I'm gonna go back and see what fabric I used. I know it was a jelly roll from Andover, but I can't remember the collection name. I'm gonna write that it was a jelly roll. And we'll go ahead and add this to the thing. And if I have any more notes to add, I can always go back, add more. And then, you know, this is a great way also for your kids or your grandkids to have, so that, you know, one day when you're no longer here, that sounds awful, but one day when you're no longer here, they have all these things and they can say, oh, look, mom made this when so and so had a baby or anything like that. And it's just really fun to be able to look back and see all the things that you've created. I'm a big believer in printing out your photos, so I take a ton of photos and I have them printed and added in albums inside my house. So this really was exciting for me when my friend gave me this idea. So, like, let's see, example of some other things that I do that may not be in the quilting world. This one was a jacket and some shoes that I painted, so I wanted to have that in there. Another jacket and shoes. This one was some pajamas that I made for my oldest daughter. Here we have a little outfit that I did buy, and then I embroidered her name on it for her first birthday. Let's see, we have Halloween costumes. These are fun. My oldest was it, and my youngest was a chicken. So I made their costumes. Some more outfits that I made. more quilts, another hand embroidery project, and then my latest project, this really fun quilted jacket that I'll have a video up soon for. But that was really fun to do. We also have these book sleeves that I made for Christmas, some handmade bears with somebody's clothing. Um, so I think this is just going to be a really fun project. I hope you guys do it. If you do, tag me in your posts on Facebook and Instagram at My Favorite Quilt Store. I love to see them. I check all the comments and everything daily, so I won't miss them, I promise. Another thing that I've been doing is once I start a project, I go ahead and fill out the project tracker. So like these two are some cross stitch that I've been working on. So they're work in progress. I have my Super Bloom cross stitch by Robin Pickens that I started in November of 2025. I have how big it's going to be, the pattern, and the name so that I don't have to go back and remember those details, when a project takes too long. I just thought that was a good tip to do so that when you have all these projects you know, in the works, you can also add like other details in these little files for you so that you don't lose them. You have them all in one place. Like maybe you keep your little cards that come in your fabric wrapped in or anything like that tells you the collection name or something. You can just slip that in the pocket with it so that you always know. Um, but yeah, so this one was a really fun project for me. I really enjoyed wrapping this binder in fabric. If you guys want a tutorial on this, please let me know. I will do one because I want to wrap everything in fabric now that I've done this. I'm like, oh my god, this is the cutest thing ever. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know what you think about this project and let us know what you want to see in the future. Happy sewing.